Greetings and salutations. Welcome to 365 Days of Gaming. Appreciate you stopping by to check out this video. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Never required, always appreciated. Now today we're here to talk about another NES classic. And this game encapsulates everything that we enjoyed about the late 80s and early 90s action movies. This is none other than Contra for the NES. This game is also special because it is the first game that I remember playing that used the Konami code, which is up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, BA, start, or select start if you're playing two players. And that's one of the biggest reasons I like Contra. It's a co-op game, right? I always love my co-op games. And it's really cool because you jump right in, you're shooting bad guys. The controls are really cool. It does 360 controls, which means you can shoot in any direction. So that's really cool because it gets kind of, precarious sometimes. Got a handful of weapons. They got the flamethrower, you have a laser beam, and then you have the most famous weapon, the spread, also known as the S gun or the shotgun. And this thing shoots multiple bullets in a cone direction, really strong. Like I said, probably the best weapon in the game. And the reason why we brought up the Konami code earlier is because this game is not easy, especially if you play like I'm playing in the footage. So you need those 30 lives in order to get through. Normally start you off with 3, which when I was a kid, at one point I was good enough to beat the game with just 3 lives. But today, that's preposterous. Can't do it. I'd have to play a lot and a long time, and I really don't feel like doing that. So, we're gonna try the 30 lives, and if you got a buddy, that's technically 60 lives total, because if one person runs out of lives and the other person still has some left, you can actually press B and A and you'll be able to jump back in using one of their lives. So you can technically share, so you can double up. But I really enjoy this game because the gameplay is really cool, and then some of the levels, they actually do the thing where you have to keep jumping up. They have levels where you have this over-the-shoulder style camera, which was like really cool and different, and I hadn't seen anything as a kid like that, so that was always a nice change of pace. The game's not actually that long. It's probably about an hour, maybe more. It's only 8 levels, and they start off like your traditional action movie, right? You guys look like Rambos, one's blue, one's red, and you're shooting bad guys, and they're shooting at you, and they're dropping down out of all kind of places, throwing stuff and shooting at you. And then as you progress through the game, you start to realize that it's a sci-fi game where you're fighting different alien-like creatures and stuff like this, some really creepy spider creatures towards the end that make me shudder. But it's kind of crazy how the game kind of just shifts that fast, but it's really cool. It's not as easy to find as most of the other Konami classics. There was some sort of paperwork error a while back that kind of pretty much took it off most of those classic lists. But there's been different versions of it. There's been a re-release for the PS3, if I'm not mistaken. That was really cool. And then you also have like Super C, which is available on most of those platforms. I don't personally like it as much as the original Contra. I like the original Contra and the Alien Wars Contra 3 for the SNES. Those are like my 2 big Contra games. But I mean, you can't go wrong with anything that has Contra on it. And this was definitely one of those games that we played a bunch of times, and it's fun every single time. And it's quick, and the game even starts with an explosion. That's how you know it's going to be a really good ride. I like to hear your stories about this game. If you played it, did you beat it? If so, did you beat it with the code? And then if you did you ever beat it without using the code? 'Cause that's where the champions are being made. But as always, appreciate you taking our time to check this out. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and as always, have fun, be safe.